Julia Gillard has told global business and political leaders that Australia has the answers to some of the world's economic woes. Ahead of the G20 summit in Mexico, the Prime Minister said that a mix of stimulus and strict budget controls helped Australia, and it can work for other countries too. Chief Political Correspondent Mark Simpkin reports from the Mexican city of Los Cabos.
The political elite are receiving an unusual welcome to country. Nothing ceremonial, just machine gun-toting soldiers patrolling the tarmac. Mexico's brutal drug wars killed more than 50,000 people, and the government isn't taking any chances. There are soldiers on the sand, riot police in the streets. A busload of officers ran off the freeway, creating traffic chaos and delaying Julia Gillard's arrival.
In this case, there were 15 comrades who were travelling on board. Sadly, they are injured, the majority of them with concussion. 2 of them have considerable lesions.
The G20 hopes to prevent Europe's economy from driving off a cliff. Julia Gillard arrived with a letter she's written to the other leaders, urging them to take decisive action. The G20 must show political leadership to address the current crisis, the Prime Minister told them. Europe must move immediately to restore the health of its financial sector. Most of the G20 economies are far bigger and more important than Australia, but few can match its performance.
Have any of the leaders responded as yet?
My understanding from the senior officials' discussions is that the letters have become a talking point and there has been focus on them.
Welcome, Ms. Julia Gillard.
An even greater focus came later.
Thank you, Prime Minister Julia Gillard. We are eager to hear you.
In a speech that almost sounded like a lecture.
In coming days, I will be urging my European friends to take note of the Australian way.
The Australian way goes something like this.
We went for growth on the way in, and we went for discipline on the way out once growth had returned.
Australia's economy is the envy of the world. The leaders gathered here are impressed, but that doesn't mean they'll follow or appreciate Australia's advice. And it doesn't mean Labor will get credit for its economic management where it matters politically, at home. Mark Simpkin, ABC News, Los Cabos.